今回は、無線の設定について説明をします。ゆっくり聞いてください。今回も英語で説明しますので、ちょっと資料の方は、日本語なのでちょっと理解してください。I'll be explaining a little details about the wireless connection or wireless settings. Hereby, I will be explaining just on one particular product called the TP-Link. Although you could use various type of wireless Wi-Fi or wireless device to do the same thing, but on this for today I'll be using just one particular product called the TP-Link. So setting the camera from actually from here we deal on cameras and camera networking and all that. So I'll be using camera as an example, which camera, it's not only the examples you could use to explain Wi-Fi settings. You could connect to that Wi-Fi setting after when you are done setting the wireless settings. You could use it on your PC, on any other devices that can be connected to this device by LAN. So first, the picture on the right hand side, it's a use case. This is where I did same connection at a client's end. So on the upper picture, you could see the white box, that is the TP-Link. And on the lower picture side, there is one at the end, but it's not so visible. Anyway, it's a little bit small. So the distance from this pole to that building at the front of this pole, it's where this device and the device on the other end will be connecting from. So I'll be explaining on the settings, the presets, and the final installation. So first, this is the device I'll be explaining on. On this note, you have to have two devices of this. The two devices have to be, it may not be, I've tried it on other device, it may not be on same, they may not be, the two devices may not be the same product. But I've tried it once by connecting one of these products, not this exact model, but one of the same TP-Link product with a Wi-Fi network. But on this, what's it called? On this explanation, I'm going to use same product. One is going to be the access point, and one is going to be the client. The access point passes the network to the client. The client gets the network from the access point as well. You could also get information from the device on the client side by accessing from the access point side as well. So first, you have to get a 2 LAN cable, one for the PoE, which powers the wireless device, and one that goes to your router as well. That's for the access point. For the the client side, it's going to be one of the LAN to the device itself, and one to the device, let me say the camera or the PC you want to connect an internet to. So that's the other end on the this is form of a PoE. It provides LAN and the PoE all in one. It comes with the device as well when you buy it. So the setting is, once you've been logged in, you have to log into the wireless device. Logging into this wireless device, they often have a default IP address which you have to log in with. I think the password of this device should be admin. I think admin, or on the first, it's belong though. On the first, what's it called, UI, you're gonna see it's gonna prompt you to, issue a new password to it. So this is the screen. Once you're done issuing a new password, there's the first screen you're gonna see. You're gonna see the breakdown of every connectivity in it, the wireless signal quality, the device information, the wireless settings, the radio status, the LAN, the WAN, and all that. So you're gonna see this. Actually, once you're here, all these do matters anyway. But at this point, there is no connection to it, so you have to go to the quick setup at the left top side. Once you click on it, you see, then it prompts you to the operation mode. Here you have to select either the access point client, the repeater, the bridge, AP router, all that and all that. But for today, we're going to be using two situations, just the access point and the client. So first, you have to click on the access point. Then you set the IP address which you want to put on it. It only carries the subnet and the IP address. It doesn't have the default gateway. The default gateway which is going to be using is going to be the network the access point is being connected to. It's going to be using the default gateway. So it's going to pass that default gateway down to the client as well. The client is going to use the same default gateway. Let me say it's it's going to be using that default gateway on that end. So here you're going to set the SSID. You're going to give it a name, give a region, model, channel, and all that. So you have to give it all these. If you want to add a security to it, it's okay as well. But if you don't, you could leave it this way. Adding a security to it is, from the client side, when you've been setting the clients, you're making the client settings, you have to, for the client to be able to communicate with the access point, you have to log in with that same IP, so with that same security number or the password you're going to create here on the client side. So once you're done with that, you click next. Then it shows you a preview of all the settings you made. You check it. Once you're done checking it, you click the finish button. So that's for the That's for the access point, the AP. Now we're going to be dealing on the client side. So setting the client side is the same thing because it's a new device. You have to use the default IP address to access it, and the default the default username and the password as well. Give it a new. You're going to give it a new password as well. So same screen you're going to see. This because they are all, you have to define which is going to be the access point and the client. So you're going to see all this. So this first thing. So then once you click the quick setup again, you'll see the client. Then click the client as well. Then you give it an IP address as well. Then the subnet mask as well, which is going to be the 255.255.255.0 and all that. So you click the next. Here you have to define the SSID of remote AP. This is when we were setting the AP, where you give it a name, right? So now you're going to use that same name in here without putting the same name in here, or defining that SSID in here. The client won't be able to understand or know which device he is communicating with. So it's either you impute it or you click the button by the side to search for the closest network, or if you click that button, it's going to show you every Wi-Fi close to you, and that's the access point as well. So once here, I think I clicked it, and this is the screen of it. You click, you select the exact access point ID you give to the access point. So once you click in it, you have to click connect. So it's automatically imputed to the bar. So after that, you have to do every other necessary setting, like the region where you are and all that. So if you eventually made a password for it on the first when you were setting the AP, you have to use that same security number when defining the access, which access point is going to connect with here. So once you're done with that, you click the next button. So it will take you to the previous first page again for you to log in afresh. You're going to log in again. It's going to show you the username and password. So here you have to put in, if it's admin you made for password, and the username you have to impute it and log in again. So it's going to show you user admin has logged on from 192. So this is going to always prompt you this, maybe from the network which you're connecting from. So you have to accept it by clicking continue. Once you click continue, it's going to show you the connectivity between the access point and the client. In here, I'm supposed to get the AP. In here, where you have the radio, you will be seeing, below you're going to see client enabled. Client enabled root AP SSID. In there, you're going to see the API SSID in there. Once you see that, it's it's been connected to the access point. So for further verification or for further settings, you have to go to the network. Once you go to the network, you will see more information in there. And after that, you have to go to the wireless after that, on the wireless part, you have to go in there to make the distance, to define the distance between the AP and the access point. Please make sure, take note of blockage. If your access point is being you're setting your access point in between rocks, please ensure or know you're going to have some network failure, because it's not going to be communicating properly. The AP is not going to be communicating properly with the client as well. So therefore, always beware of blockage, trees, sky rising buildings and all that. Always make a path for both of them. For these two devices to be opposite each other in a way. The distance may be a little bit the distance may be far away from each other as well, but you have to make sure they are facing each other, like opposites. There must be opposites. So this is where you're going to set the distance in between them. Once you click the wireless, you're going to see the wireless advanced settings. Inside the wireless advanced, although you're seeing it on my screen now as inside the wireless settings, I think maybe on your own screen you have to click the wireless advanced settings for you to see others below. So the distance settings, mine was 3.5. You have to select the kilometer between them if you know it. So once you're done once you are done, I think you have an option of making it an auto. Here it's going to make the calculation itself, and impute the distance in between the AP and the client inside the distance settings. So I think once you click the auto, it's going to do that for you. And lastly, you have to click the apply button. Once you're done clicking the apply button, I think here you are done with the settings. So once this is being done, you have to connect your device, your camera, because over here we deal on cameras as we deal on cameras. So we often connect our cameras to the client side, which enables us to pass internet to the camera for purpose of live streaming, purpose of FTP, creating time lapse, purpose of connecting through the global IP, So once you're done with this, you could do all this from the AP end. You can access every device from the client side. The client side can access every device on the access point side as well. So always, take note of blockage when setting these two devices from this building to the other end building. So, it has it often has that, that is one major problem I think it often has. So no much explanation it's required for this. It's just, this is the basic setting of a wireless device. Finally, you click the save changes. Once you click the save changes, we are done with the setting of the wireless network device. Thank you for today. I remain Christopher in Agedo. 今日もありがとうございます。よろしくお願いします。